Hey y'all, Blanche here. How's it going today? Well, today what we're going to do is a brand new FAQ video. I know I made one in the past, but that was sort of like an FAQ about Blanche. So today we're going to do a video that is a drag basics FAQ. I'm basically going to be taking the questions that are on my FAQ page, and we're going to just talk about them a little bit. We're going to start out talking about makeup. What brands of makeup do you use? I use MAC, I use Kryolan, I use Ben Nye, I use LA Colors, I use NYX, and Coastal Scents. That's about all of the brands that I use. I may use a thing or two every now and then, but I don't have a whole lot of drugstore products. Like, I don't use any CoverGirl. I've got very little Revlon. Like, most of the Revlon stuff that I have is like lip products, and a little bit of L'Oreal Hip, which I like their products, but I don't find myself using them very often. What foundation do you use? You know me, and I have been extolling the virtues of the Kryolan TV Paintstick for a while now. Ever since the Max Factor Panstick left our existence, I switched to the Kryolan TV Paintstick. I really like it. It has wonderful coverage. It comes in like 1,000,003 shades. And it's fairly cheap. Plus, the good thing is that this tube is 1 ounce. The Max Factor Pan Sticks were half an ounce. And these cost anywhere from $9 to $11 US dollars, depending on where you order them. Max Factor Panstick, if you can still find it in your color, which they do carry it on drugstore.com, is going to be a bit more. So get you some of the Kryolan Paint Stick. I'll put a link down in the underbar as to where you can get the paint stick. Number 3, what powder do you use? I use 2 powders on my face. The first one is the Ben Nye Neutral Set. Maybe I should have gotten these things out before I started talking. But the Ben Nye Neutral Set, it's a really good translucent, transparent, colorless powder. You put it on with a powder puff and then blot it off. I used to use the Ben Nye Fair powder. I changed because I started doing more with my cream highlights, like my foundation, varying the foundation colors for my highlight. And the Fair powder has a pigment in it, so when you put it over a color, it can blend it in. Like, you know, I can do it. It changes the color of your foundation. The Neutral Set doesn't do that. So if you want just a transparent, colorless powder, go with the Ben Nye Neutral Set. Plus, because it's made for stage, it has an antiperspirant in it. So it will help if you're getting on stage and performing. It will help you to sweat less, and it will help your makeup stay on longer. Just a little tip. For my highlight, I use the Coty Naturelle powder. This is an off-white powder, just a slight creamy white. I believe it's been discontinued. And Naturelle is a different shade than Naturally Neutral, or the translucent colors. But I believe that this one is discontinued, and I have to get it online. I got some on eBay a while back and stocked up. So if you happen to see it in the store, get you some. It's getting harder to find. What contour and highlight colors do you use? Well, I just talked about my highlights. I use the 1W Kryolan Paintstick for my cheeks. I use the 2W for my nose and chin, and then use 626B for everywhere else. And then I use the Coty powder. For my contour, I'm trying some things out, some new things. So I don't know if this is going to be a permanent answer, but this is as of this video, this is what I'm using. I got recently Raisin eyeshadow. I'm using this for my neck contour and my forehead contour. And I'm using Burgundy for my cheek contour. When you go out with this on, it fades to sort of a pinkish color. So it's good for cheeks, but I've decided I don't like this for like my nose contour or my forehead or chin. That's why I'm trying out the Raisin, which is a more orangish brownish color, deepened with rich Suede from Ben Nye. I know these are different colors than what I had used before. I had been using some Black Radiance powder, but I'm just testing this out. I may go back to my Black Radiance powder. You never know. Who makes a good black eyeshadow? This company is NYX. NYX makes a wonderful black eyeshadow. In the single, the black eyeshadow that they are putting in their trios is not the same. Don't get it. Just because it may come with some other colors doesn't mean it's a better deal. I get this at my Fox Beauty Supply. It costs like $4, I think. And it's wonderful. It's highly pigmented and it's dark. Another good black eyeshadow is the black that's in the Coastal Scents 88 palette. The matte one. Love that one. It is so dark. So sometimes when I need a good super duper strong dark black, I'll use that one. Ben Nye makes a good black, but it is nowhere near as good as the NYX or the Coastal Scents. And I gave up on Max Carbon a long time ago. It just doesn't do the job. They promised me that it was super duper black, but it wasn't. Where do you buy your makeup? I get my makeup all over the place. I don't buy a whole lot of makeup online. Especially don't buy any on eBay, because you never know if it's real. So you have to be very careful. I get makeup at Mac stores. Like if I'm buying Mac makeup, I've got a Pro card, so I only buy it at the Mac stores and not the Mac counters, like in department stores. But I get all of my Ben Nye at Southern Imports here in Houston. Their address will be down below. I just found out recently that they do ship, so if you want to contact them and order some Ben Nye products, you can certainly do that. Let's see. Anywhere else I get like my drugstore products at Walmart or Target or wherever I see something I happen to like. Where can I get Max Factor Panstick? If you live in the US, it's getting a lot harder to find. They do still carry some shades at drugstore.com. I've also heard other people finding it at overstock.com. But the only problem with Overstock is you have to buy like 4 tubes at one time. Not like that's really that big a deal, because if you want it, you're stocking up anyway. But you can get it there. You can probably find it on eBay. So you might want to look there. I have not seen it in a store in forever. So good luck finding it in a store. If you do, like I said, stock up. There are people out there looking for it. So, what is a good alternative to Max Factor Panstick? Talked about that just a little bit ago. That is the Kryolan TV Paintstick. Plus, I did a video a while back on alternatives to Max Factor Panstick, so take a look for that video. That will go more in depth about this issue. Where can I buy Ben Nye products online? You can get it at makeupmania.com. Link will be down there. You can get it at stagesupply.com. Link will be down there. And like I said, you can get it at Southern Imports, apparently, which is here in Houston. So all three of those I can vouch for that they are good companies. We're going to talk about wigs now. What kind of wigs do you wear? Now, we're talking about me specifically. I wear synthetic wigs. I don't like human hair, and human hair is not the best when it comes to drag wigs. I mean, they're good if you're going to be like changing the style, like you've got one wig and you're going to be changing the style a lot. It's good. But if you want like a big teased up wig with the style locked in, you want synthetic, because you do not, human hair will not hold a curl or hold a style. Have you ever worn a lace front wig? No, not for drag. I like wigs that are either root lined or, like this one, are made so that you don't see the front of the wig cap. And we'll talk a bit more about root lined here in an upcoming question. How do you style your wigs? I don't know anything about styling wigs. I don't do it. Don't go near it. I pay other people to style wigs for me. So, unfortunately, I'm not much help when it comes to wig styling. I wish I was. In fact, I would love to learn more about styling hair, but yeah, that's just not a talent that I really have. What is a root line? A root line is where the front of the wig cap is teased and there's a slight fringe of hair that comes down in front of it, making it look like the hair is actually growing out of your forehead. It's different than a lace front, because a lace front is where there's a fine mesh, like a netting almost, like a tulle, where that's where the hairs of the wig are tied onto. It's called ventilating, and the hairs are individually ventilated into the lace and making it so that it looks like it's growing out of your forehead. They're a lot different. A root line is very cheap to put in, as opposed to a lace front. So, if this is for drag, a root line is, in my opinion, a more traditional way to go. How do you make a root line? Now, mind you, I've never done this, but you tease the front of the wig, you pull some of the hairs down, and then trim them off, and then style it how you want to. Yeah. If you have any videos out there showing how to do this, I would love to see them. Where do you buy your wigs? I only buy my wigs at Wig Mart here in Houston. It's a store, and they do not have a website, unfortunately. They don't ship, unfortunately. I never buy wigs online because I want to be able to feel the wig and to see how it actually looks in person before I put money down on it. There are far too many companies out there that are selling wigs just using the picture that the company uses, and the wigs you get never look like that. You have to do some heavy styling and whatnot for them to look anywhere near that. So I would much rather just go into a store and look and see what they have. Unfortunately, the wig store here doesn't ship. Where can I buy large shoes online? I don't do a whole lot of shoe buying online for the same issue as the wigs. I have to try a pair of shoes on before I buy it. There is no way that I'm going to send away for shoes and then hope that they fit. But the website snaz75.com does have some good prices for some large size shoes, so you might want to check that out. Again, I'll put their link down in the bottom. What kind of hip pads do you wear? I wear a set of pads that I got from Patrick Howell. He's a friend of mine on Facebook. They look like flesh-colored, well, my flesh-colored, bicycle shorts. And they have the pads sewn right into them. So you can put these on, just slide them on like a pair of shorts, and then put your pantyhose over it. I will wear 2 to 3 layers of opaque dance tights, and then 2 to 3 layers of pantyhose on top of that, just to get everything to smooth out and look a bit more natural. That pair cost me, I think, $75 when I ordered them a year or so ago. I don't know if he's gone up or down, or if he's even still offering them. Take a look. My Facebook link will be down there. He is one of my friends, so you can contact him through Facebook. Okay, this is a general FAQ. I know this video is probably way longer than anyone wanted to sit and listen to it, but I hope this had some information that you have been wanting to ask. I will, from here on, have a link to this video at the beginning of all of my other videos. So, if you have any questions, refer back to this video or the FAQ page that I've got, which has more information on it than what I covered in this video. Okay, guys, I will talk to y'all later. I love you all. Bye.